Okay, hello. How is it going out there? Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are from, whatever time zone, country, dimension, timeline you are coming from. Welcome, welcome to another live with me and my soul sister, Sunny from Pluto.
Hello.
How's it
Blessings,
going?
everybody. Good.
Good. What is it that you're holding there?
I'm holding an ankh.
Very
Sending
cool.
blessings to everybody.
Where did you get that ankh? I love it.
We got it. I got it with you in Glastonbury at that Egyptian store.
Oh my gosh, that's right. There's that really cool Egyptian store there.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Loves it. And you can see in our background, we're coming at you. We're manifesting being at these locations. So I am at Tiahuanacan, if I'm pronouncing that correct, in Mexico. And Sunny, where are you? What temple are you at right now?
I took this picture actually. This is the temple of Heracles or Hercules in Agrigento at the Valley of the Temples in Sicily.
So cool. That's such a beautiful picture that you took. So cool. So, hey, everybody in the comments, how's it going out there? How are you all doing? What a nice comment here from Farmer Dick. Hi, Sunny and Meg. I just now found the shipment in my mailbox. All items are beautiful and sitting here with me. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad that you love all the crystals, and each order always gets extra goodies intuitively picked by me.
Yay, that's so fun. We've all got our Christies with us today. We're going to talk about
So many. Oh, I remember that one. Oh, I missed that one.
Oh, wow, Richard, you're a red resonant serpent.
Oh,
Very,
sick.
very interesting. Lena says,
Is that your dolphin? Sorry.
What?
Is that your citrine dolphin?
Yes. This
Oh my
Sunny
God.
gifted this to me. It's a beautiful Lemurian citrine. Look at
I
all the
gave
rain.
that to you the day I got it in the mail.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed with this. This is my most favorite Lemurian crystal ever.
Yay.
Love it. So yeah, you guys, we're going to talk about some really magical subject matter today because happy Galactic New Year on the 13 Moon Dreamspell. Yay. How are you feeling, Sunny, on this Mayan Galactic New Year day?
I feel good. It's funny. I actually reorganized my wizard room. And I'm representing the white wizard tribe. I'm wearing all white. I got my headdress on. I found something interesting that correlates with the wizard today. We can talk about that after, but I'm excited. I'm excited for today. I do feel like a fresh start for sure, and like of excitement and an influx of excitement coming our way. So I'm feeling good. I'm
Definitely.
feeling optimistic.
Yeah, I'm feeling optimistic as well. I'm having something going on with my moon cycle, just going to be real on here because we like to keep it real. My moon cycle has been pretty different the past few months. So there's something going on with that. And I've been hearing a lot of fellow sisters, women saying that they're also feeling like some differences happening in their cycles. So mine isn't due for another few days, but I've been really feeling it like coming in my belly and just feeling some intense stuff coming up. Have you been noticing anything with your cycle, Sunny, lately?
It's been changing a bit. I mean, it's normal for it to like change a little bit here and there, like every few months or every few years or whatever. But my last one, I don't know if it was because my week was like stressful and I was just feeling a lot of anxiety, but it just like lasted for so long. It like just wouldn't stop for days.
Really?
For like 8 days. Yeah.
What?
And yeah, and that was like a week and a half ago, and I'm already PMSing, and I'm like, okay, I don't think this is like not normal, but I don't know. It seems too soon. And my PMS is the worse than the actual cycle part. My PMS is like awful. I feel like crap for like 2 weeks sometimes. And
oh my goodness.
And then yeah, foggy brain, can't do anything. So I'm happy that I got whatever I have to get done today because I'm scared.
Yeah. Happy Galactic New Year, Maria. Nice to see you here. Yeah, I'm feeling it too. Kind of foggy a little bit, so I apologize, you guys, if I seem a little bit different. It's just because I'm getting my moon time. There's some kind of shift going on with that. So just like to keep it real. We're women, so we have that
I
going
think it's
on.
interesting that our bodies are kind of like reacting oppositely to like our consciousness or like our mindset. Isn't that
Hmm.
weird? We're
That is
feeling
weird.
like a lot of higher energies and we're feeling very optimistic and we know that there's like a lot of exciting things going on and our bodies are preparing us. Our bodies are preparing us for what's coming. I feel like a lot of really exciting things are about to come that we don't really expect. I maybe for everybody probably, but also for me and Meg as well because we have a few adventures to go on, and yeah, so it's interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Lena Davis, hi, Lena Davis says, mine has been all over the place, but then again, I'm in the perimeno time of my life. Interesting. Yeah,
Hi,
so
Lena.
yeah,
I
it's
saw your comment yesterday. Sorry, sorry, Meg. I saw your comment yesterday. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, and I appreciate everything. Thank you.
mhm. Yeah. Libby says Epsom salt baths. Those always really help. Faux show.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, we just got to, as women, or if you're it's important to honor the women when we're having our cycles, it's a very sacred time. We're a lot more emotional, we're a lot more intuitive and perceptive. So, yeah, very sacred time. But, anyways, so yeah, we're going to talk about the Mayan calendar, the Dream Spell modernized Mayan calendar. And do you want to share, Sunny, a little bit about the synchronicity that you had today with what you wrote down?
Sure. Okay. So I cleaned my little wizard room today, and as I was moving furniture, I found something that I wrote last July 2022. I was meditating with this crystal. It is, I might have to like turn this background off. It is dumortierite, which is a blue mineral inside of quartz. So we call it dumortierite quartz or just
Ooh.
dumortierite. And as I was meditating with it, I, of course, as a lot of us do, we get lots of different visions and insights. And I wrote down a few things that I was seeing, and I actually called this stone the wizard stone, which is really interesting. And I have a whole little write up about it.
That is
Isn't that
really,
weird?
that's so weird. And
And I'm a white
that's,
wizard.
yeah, Sunny is a white wizard. So she's going to help us, you guys, to understand this new frequency we're stepping into. Because in the 13 Moon Mayan Dreamspell Galactic Calendar, we're stepping into a white overtone wizard year.
Woo!
Ooh, that is so powerful and so cool. So we're going to be talking about that for sure. Um, yeah, so let us know in the comments, you guys, how you're feeling overall, personally, and with the collective as well. Are you, Sunny, are you feeling anything particular going on with the collective? Any shifts? Anything interesting? You're noticing ocean is going crazy here. Sorry, you guys.
um, honestly, to be straight up, what I've been noticing is people just like kind of acting. I don't know if crazy is the right word, but like here in the 3D, like that's our first reaction that will have to something is just people are kind of going off the deep end a little bit. I don't know what's going on with Neptune or the 12th house. I don't know what's going on with that, but people
Mhm.
are acting like a little bit schizo a little bit, to be honest. That's what I've been noticing.
Interesting. And are you noticing it with just everybody in general or people very close to you in your sphere, like people that you're closer with?
People who I oh my gosh. No offense to anybody watching this. These are just my observations. But people who I thought were my friends and also just people in general. But maybe I'm noticing it more with people who I thought were my friends, but I also feel like social media has like a lot to do with that too. It's like
Mhm.
sometimes you just got to get off social media. And
Yeah.
I've been in like the mindset where it's like if you actually have something of value to share, don't like condense it into like a 20-second video of yourself like on your Instagram story or something. Like if this is the gifts that you came into this life with, and you have like a message or like some type of medicine to share, you should honor that and take the time to actually, like, I don't know, create some type of a guide or an actual YouTube video or a blog or something where people can actually like digest and receive the energy in a way, or the information in a way where it's not like you look like you're a crazy person. Like some
Mhm.
things should be just kept left to your personal, to your own private world, you know? And I know a
For
lot of healing, a lot of the healing journey isn't pretty, and there are times where we do go crazy and we look crazy, but I just feel like people just need to like get off social media a little bit. Maybe I need to get off social media. I don't know. Maybe it's me. I don't know. I think it's just a lot of too much
I think, yeah,
illusions.
I agree with you. I think it is too much illusions. And, Neptune being in the last critical degrees of Pisces, and with Saturn being in Pisces, this is mental
Oh
health
yes.
crisis like we have
Yeah,
never seen before, ever. And we're going to be
that's true,
dealing with
Saturn.
this for the next few years. And one of my personal predictions that I haven't really heard, are you laughing at Ocean or what?
No,
He
I'm
has no,
just laughing at this people that what you're saying. It's just like, holy crap, yeah, we're gonna be dealing with this.
we're totally going to be dealing with this with
I have
ourselves.
Saturn in Pisces.
Yeah, you're having your Saturn return right now,
Yeah.
for sure. Um, yeah, Libby says agreed. I feel like one of my personal predictions with the Pluto going into Aquarius transit is that at some point during Pluto and Aquarius, probably within the first degree, so probably within the next 1 to 3 years, it'll become trendy and mainstream to actually get off social media, to
I
actually
think that
start
too.
cleansing off of social media. And not that we can't use it at all, but we have to go through almost like a rehabilitation process of getting ourselves off of it to then create a new, more healthy relationship with it, because people are just freaking addicted to it, you know? And it
Yeah.
totally disconnects us to the natural world, nature, natural time, which is what we're going to be talking about today with the Mayan calendar, our natural processes. So I'm happy that you brought that up because I think it's important to bring up.
Yeah. I forgot about the Saturn and Pisces part. Duh. That makes a lot of sense. Because it's bringing structure to like people's like um illusions, I guess is the word. I don't know what the proper word is right now, but
Hmm. Hmm.
and maybe I'm just noticing it more because I am a natal Saturn in Pisces. So I'm like, okay, you guys got to figure your shit out.
Yeah. Saturn is kind of weird. Well, not kind of, it is weird in
Yeah.
Pisces. Saturn is
Yeah.
like foundation and stability and being grounded and being dependable. And Pisces is the complete opposite of that. So it's a little bit of a shit show, to be honest with you guys right now, until February 26th, just going to be honest. Um,
Woo!
woo, so good time. So yeah, what should we talk about first? Okay, so we're talking about the 13 moon Mayan dream spell calendar. Okay. And we're going to try to break this down for you guys. So this is a picture of the 13 moon Mayan dream spell calendar, the Zolkin. And the dream spell calendar is actually a modernized version of the traditional Mayan calendar. Okay. So I want to be very clear. What we're talking about is not the traditional Mayan calendar, which does resonate with me. But I'm personally into, and we'll ask you, Sunny, what you think, very into the modernized version that a visionary called Jose Arguelles kind of channeled the new version of the Mayan calendar. Do you follow, does the traditional one, what's your relationship like with the traditional calendar, Sunny? Do you know what your sign is in the traditional one?
I don't really look at the traditional. I haven't really looked at Mayan astrology in a long time, but when we were living together, and we were younger and stuff, like we had the calendars and we were looking at it like every day. But I
Yeah.
know that I'm a Jaguar, which makes a lot of sense in the traditional one. What are you called again?
Are you a double wizard? So you're a jaguar in the traditional one and you're a
Yeah, yeah.
wizard in Whoa,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you're okay, that's crazy.
Wait, wait. Oh, okay. I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought like whatever you are now, you were before.
Jose Arguelles modernized some of the day signs. So in the
Okay.
traditional Mayan calendar, the day sign of Jaguar in the dream spell is now White Wizard instead of
Yeah.
Jaguar. So, whoa, so you're
Okay.
a double like
But
wizard Jaguar. That's crazy.
okay, I don't understand. So if so you can be a different sign in the traditional than you are in
Yes.
the modern? Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I don't know the whole technicalities of how Jose Arguelles changed it. That's something that I want to dive deep into and share a video with you guys on that. I'm just going off of ever since Sunny and I have been following this calendar for about 10 years now. It's real. When you look up people's signs and you read it, it's absolutely crazy. When you follow what days it is and the things that happen in life and the collective, it's really synchronistic and wild. So just going off of my feelings, I know that it's real. But the whole technicalities about the dream spell, that's something I want to look more into. But in the traditional Mayan calendar, I am Akbal, which is night, a night.
Oh, okay, I think I knew that.
But in
That makes
the
sense.
dream spell Mayan calendar, I'm a blue eagle.
So you're double
So,
blue, which makes sense too.
yeah, I'm double blue. So you guys listening, if you can go onto the internet and type in traditional Mayan calendar, birthday calculator, that's going to be a different thing than if you look up your 13 moon dream spell galactic signature. Okay. So hopefully we're not confusing you guys here. They're two different calendars.
Do we know
But
what sign the Jose is or whatever his name is?
you know what? Let me look that up right now.
I would be
I can
interested.
show you guys what Jose looks like. This is what he looks like. I wouldn't be surprised if he was a wizard. This is Jose
I was gonna
Arguelles.
say I think he might be a wizard, you guys. Let's see.
What is he?
Because this whole 13 Mayan astrology too seems very wizardy. It has like a very shamanic vibe to it.
Yeah, definitely. About Jose Arguelles.
Oh, he doesn't have
He
a
is the
birthday. Come on, man. Does it say
Jew.
his tribe?
It's got to say what his galactic signature is. Let's see. Jose Arguelles, this is from 13moon.com. Jose Arguelles is the man responsible for turning the eyes of the world to the ancient Maya and the profundity of galactic time science. His
I don't
teachings
see
form the
his
basis
thing.
of yeah, I'm looking for it. At age 14, Jose had a visionary experience atop the pyramid of the sun. That's so weird because I chose Tiahuanacan as my background. He had a
I
visionary
thought you did that on
experience.
purpose.
No, I didn't do that on purpose. On top of Tiahuanacan, ever since that moment, he pursued a lifelong investigation of decoding the mysteries of the ancient Maya. Oh, whoa, dude, I did not even know this. Have you ever heard about the harmonic convergence?
No.
Okay, a lot of our soul family out there who are maybe a little bit older than us have definitely heard of the harmonic convergence. I had no idea Jose Arguelles, look, also in 1987, Jose Arguelles initiated the now world famous harmonic convergence, which was the first globally synchronized meditation and prayer for world peace.
That's
That's
so
like a
cool.
huge deal. A lot of people were a part of the harmonic convergence.
Oh,
So he did.
I think I've heard of that.
That's freaking crazy. Okay, why isn't it telling us what his galactic signature
I know, that's so
is?
weird. Why can't we
Wanna know?
know?
It's gotta say. Darn.
Arg. What's your
Do you think
tribe, bro?
tell us your tribe. Do you think he's a white wizard?
I feel like he could be because this all sounds like super white wizardy to me.
Okay, it's gotta
Like
be on.
he organized the first worldwide meditation. He came up
Yeah.
with like this whole
Oh,
system.
here's his birthday. Got it.
Let's
January
watch
24th,
watch him
1939.
not be a white wizard. It's gonna be like
Watch him be like a red earth or something. Okay, wait.
he kind of looks like a wizard though, guys. Come on.
He does look like a wizard. Okay, I'm looking it up on my app. There's a you guys, if you want to get more into the dream spell, there's this app called I don't know if my phone is okay, my phone
Look
is
at
not
what
showing.
Libby said.
I was atop Halakala volcano for the harmonic convergence on Maui, 1987. I hiked that old crater so many times. That's so cool.
That's amazing.
Wow. And Richard
Oh
says,
my God,
my wife and I took part in the harmonic convergence in Los Angeles.
that's awesome.
That is so
I
cool,
wasn't
you
alive
guys.
yet.
Yeah, we weren't alive yet.
We were just
Okay,
some stars in the sky helping you guys, shining down on you guys.
shining down on you. Okay, wait, I'm gonna look up. Actually, I can do this on the computer. I won't do this on my phone. Okay, so he's January 24th, 1939. If any of you guys want to find out your galactic signature, go to 13moon.com/decoder. Okay. So January 24th. I'm going to guess, I'm going to say white wizard or blue eagle.
You're a blue eagle. Oh
I know. Blue
my God,
monkey.
he's not any of those things.
He's a blue spectral monkey.
I don't know anything about monkeys.
So blue monkeys in the 13 moon dream spell is like a Leo. It would be like
Oh,
Leo.
okay.
They're
Oh, that
very
makes
fun,
sense.
they're playful, they're creative, they're very
Leos are
smart.
psychic too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a magical sign. It's about playfulness, having fun, playing tricks, laughing. Blue monkeys are very fun. A lot of comedians are blue monkeys, which is
It
very
says I feel the
interesting.
process of magic, which is interesting because obviously everything he did was super magical and it required a lot of magical knowledge.
Yeah, spectral, the tone of liberation. Wow, that is
Mm.
really, really interesting. So, yeah, maybe we should share a little bit of how we got into this calendar. So, I know for me, one of my ex-boyfriends, when I first met him, I was working at a metaphysical store, and I can remember I was, like, reorganizing some quartz crystals at this metaphysical store in a glass cabinet, and this random guy walks up to me, who I've never seen before, and he's like, "Excuse me, have you ever heard of the 13 moon dream spell?" And I was like, "No, who is this crazy person, and why is he asking me what is a dream spell?" I was like, "No," and he's like, "I think you're a blue eagle." He said that to me,
Well,
and I was
wasn't he
like,
a blue monkey?
he was a blue monkey, yeah. And I was like, "I have no idea what you're talking about, but okay." And then he got his phone out and he said, "Can I look up what you are?" And sure enough, I'm a blue overtone eagle. So that kind of freaked me out. And then I started looking into the Dreamspell calendar, and being a blue eagle really resonates with me because it's the day sign of vision and psychic abilities and seeing the higher perspective and even like leadership and wanting to help humanity connect to the stars and astrology and their galactic self and higher vision and creativity. So being a blue eagle really, really resonates with me when I read about it. Do you want to talk, Sunny, about finding out you were a white wizard and what that means to you?
Um, yeah, so I learned about it through you guys, obviously. And when I found out that I was a white wizard, I was just like, yeah, obviously. I am a wizard. I always have resonated with, and I'm a white electric wizard too. So I've always resonated with like the element of electricity and with just like being a magical alchemical wizard, basically.
Hmm.
And it's funny that white wizard does associate with Aquarius, right? So I
I would think
feel, yeah, like and my moon's in Aquarius, so I just felt like already that I understood it because I already have like that Aquarius. Claircognizant is like the biggest word when it comes to Aquarius, and like wizard for me is just like you're, it's like I'm a quartz crystal and everything's happening around me and I'm like retaining all this information and understanding it and just like knowing stuff without really understanding how I know it. I don't know. It's really weird. Things,
Mhm.
it's like the magician card. I can just pull things out of the ether and like create it.
Yeah, you're
Make it
like a
happen.
master alchemizer and manifester, and you are highly
Yeah.
psychic
Yeah.
and cognizant.
Yeah. I would say like the blue energy really like kind of makes me think of somebody who's like more in like a lower like vibey like more closer to like the earth, like inside the earth kind of thing. And then like the white, the energy of white is like more like ethers and like in the air and just like, yeah, very like mental, very psychic kind of stuff like that.
Yeah. And it's cool too because you have your moon in Aquarius.
Yes, exactly. So it just feels very right.
So cool. And how do
Like
you
the
feel
earth
when
somewhere.
you're around other white wizards?
I don't really know what when I think one of your friends is a white wizard, but I don't know. I don't know who is a white wizard. I honestly don't.
I can't think at the top of my head anyone who's a white wizard, but there's got to be some out there that we know.
Your friend Astrid's a white wizard, I think.
Is that? Oh, really? I thought she
Yeah.
was a mirror. No, you're right. She's a wizard. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed that I attract or am attracted to blue eagles a lot,
Mm-hmm.
which makes sense because you're a blue eagle and like a lot of I'm pretty sure a lot of my favorite like singers and stuff are blue eagles.
Yeah, a lot of singers are blue eagles. Judy says, how do you know if you are a white wizard? So, Julie, you want to go to, and I'll share the website here, to find out your galactic signature in the Dreamspell calendar. You want to go to 13moon.com/decoder. And you put in your birthday, and then you get your galactic
Can you look up
signature.
a birthday for me?
Sure. What birthday?
September 7th, 1936.
September 1936. Is
Yeah.
that Dean Martin?
No. Dean
No,
Martin's a
Dean.
Gemini, bro.
Whoa, white cosmic wind.
That's cool. That's Buddy Holly.
Okay. A lot of guitarists are white wind.
Oh, really?
That's crazy. And he's a cosmic, which is like the highest vibration.
That's so funny. And he is a Virgo with a moon in Gemini, and I really associate him with like that air element a lot, the Gemini, which is funny that he's a wind. He's like a little
Mhm.
cherub. He has cherub vibes.
Yeah, it's all about a lot of a lot of guitarists are white winds. I think Jimi Hendrix is a white wind, if I'm not
Really?
mistaken. And maybe Eric Clapton as well, if I'm not mistaken. So
That's cool.
really, yeah, that's really, really interesting. For sure. So yeah, so this galactic new year that is starting today is the year of the white overtone wizard. So this is
Woohoo!
cool because we've got the wizard guiding us for the whole next year in the Mayan Galactic Astrology. So this feels really exciting to me. This feels magical. Um, I feel like we can utilize this energy to create the world that we want. Like we don't have to be victim to the circumstances of what's going on around us or think the world's going to end, which is something I want to bring up too, because there's been this whole huge, big, fat lie that the Mayans are just associated with sacrifices and that they predicted the world was going to end. That's a, excuse my language, fucking lie. It's not real. That is all said big time to discredit them, to try to poo-poo them so that we don't seriously look at what the ancient Mayans were doing
Well, that's what they
because
do with everything.
exactly. Because who were the ancient Mayans, really? The Atlanteans that survived. The Mayan civilization was ancient Atlantis. The ones that survived went to seed um, the Maya civilization, the ancient Egyptian civilization. Are there other civilizations you would put in with that as well, Sunny, that are connected
I
to
would
it?
say yeah, definitely Egypt and Mayans, definitely descendants of Atlantis for sure. And I would say probably beginning of Greek as well, but then within Greek like patriarchal stuff started creeping in. But yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, very cool. Laura says, I'm a blue rhythmic monkey. That's fun. That's really fun. So that's playful and creativity, magic, illusion, having fun. That's a monkey is a fun one to be. You can bring a lot of love and light to the world,
We need a
Laura.
book that that talks about our Western astrology, our Mayan astrology, and our Chinese astrology, and our shamanic Native American astrology. That would be so sweet.
That's what we got to do. That's because they all have different gifts to share. I feel like not one is better than the other. We don't need to say that one of them is not real because of the other. They all have different gifts to share. And Ocean is going nuts right now. What are you
Well, it
doing?
also just goes to show that, like, no matter where on the planet, which everybody here knows, no matter where on the planet we've been as humans, everyone has been super connected to the stars and knowing that our planet is a part of the solar system and part of the galaxy, which is part of the universe. So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then we just use what we know or what we can see as humans because we're physical. We take, 3D symbols and put them with the energy that we're feeling. And that's when people get a lot of people who are like naysayers, they're like, oh, that's so stupid, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, what do you want them to do? It would be called, even if like a Leo was called like a chachinga or something, it would still be the same thing. It's just like a word. You know what I mean? Like we're humans. We need to put symbols to the energy.
Yeah, for sure. Judy says there's a native astrology. Yeah, it does make sense. Totally makes sense. There is a First Nations, North American astrology for sure. You can look that up online. I think Scorpios are snakes, right, Sunny? In the native astrology.
Yeah. And then wait, there was like another thing too, and it was like, was it the Chinese astrology mixed with the native astrology, and then you have like a whole other sign or something?
The Chinese
I don't even know. You know how you're like a raven or something, aren't you? Or an owl or something?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that you just brought that up. Yeah, you're right. The primordial astrology.
Yes.
Or primal astrology?
I don't remember.
Let me bring primal astrology.
I resonate with that one too.
This one is really super interesting. So you're totally right. It's the combination of your Western astrology with your Chinese astrology. So I forgot about this. Oh my God. So what is it that you are, Sunny? I forget what you are.
I'm an octopus.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's right. You're an octopus. Wait, this isn't the right.
I resonate with that as well.
Yeah. Let's go to not a sketchy site, but a good website. Find your animal spirit. Primal zodiac chart. So you choose your birth year. What?
I'm just talking to myself. I'm just trying to remember if that was it.
This is so interesting. This is it. Yeah, because there's so many different things you can be. Golden retriever, Shih Tzu, salamander, pit bull.
Should we share all of our signs with everybody?
Sure.
Okay, you start from Chinese, Western, Native, and then that one that we just looked at. Oh, and Mayan.
And mine. And the traditional one. Okay. So in the Western astrology, I'm a Scorpio. In the Chinese astrology, I'm a monkey. So I'm a Scorpio water monkey. In the native astrology, I'm a snake. So I'm a Scorpio water monkey snake. In the primal astrology, I'm a raven. I'm animals in all of them. Scorpio, water monkey, snake, raven. In the traditional Mayan calendar, I'm a knight. And in the Dreamspell calendar, I'm a blue eagle. So I'm a Scorpio, water monkey, raven, blue eagle, knight, snake. And awesome. All those resonate. That makes a lot of sense to me. So what's yours?
Okay, so I'm a Scorpio as well. I am a wood dog. I am a snake. I am a jaguar and white wizard.
Whoa.
Oh, and an octopus.
And an octopus. That is so cool.
So Scorpio, wood dog, snake, octopus, jaguar, wizard.
That is so cool. I'm so happy you brought up the primal astrology because I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. But that is very accurate. I don't know who it was that invented that, but when you read your primal astrology, it is super accurate for sure. So Yeah, with us stepping into a white overtone wizard year, let's talk about how we can utilize this. So, Richard, I'm a primal astrology ostrich, though I rarely stick my head in the sand.
That's so funny. You can run
That's,
fast.
yeah, yeah. I love seeing all of your signs out there, you guys,
Oh my
sharing
God,
that.
Celtic astrology.
Oh, there's also the Celtic astrology
Oh
based off
my, it never ends.
it never, but a lot of them correlate with each other. Like Scorpio and Snake is pretty much the same thing, if you ask me,
Mhm.
in terms of the Western and the native. So, yeah, how do you think we can utilize the energies of this white wizard galactic year that we're stepping into, Sunny?
Trust your instincts, trust your intuition. If a thought comes into your brain and you kind of like overlook it or dismiss it, try not to. Try to really pay attention to the random insights that are coming into your mind. And I would also suggest doing what you want to do, like as in terms of being creative and creating um something that maybe is a dream or something that you've been wanting to do for a long time, or just haven't organized it yet, or haven't took if you haven't taken a lot of steps towards doing something that you really want or bringing a vision to life. I would suggest doing that this year, because the white wizard is all about creating, taking your dreams, taking your psychic insights and birthing it into reality. um, and it's also very shamanic too. So it's also a great time to heal maybe really deep rooted psychological wounds that can even come from past lives and from early life, and really expanding and understanding your own consciousness, looking at yourself from like an objective point of view, which will help you see the world around you and see people around you clearer. It's about being like super objective, I think.
Wow, that is very, very powerful, coming straight from a white wizard, bringing us in the galactic portal. Yeah, I feel like any kind of quantum healing work or theta belief work is really powerful this year, because to me, the wizard and also the sign of Aquarius and the magician card is very much about our beliefs. Excuse me. And do we believe in magic? You know, do we know that we're really magic? Do we know that we're really creating our reality, and that we can go through this birthing process into the age of light, into the age of Aquarius, as effortless as possible? It doesn't have to be like, I'm not trying to spiritual bypass here, but there doesn't have to be this continuation of drama. It's the end of the world. We have to go through a crazy situation. No, we don't. We don't. We've been through it. We've been through it. It has not been normal. This is, Sunny, something that you say all the time. We've never lived in normal. This
Yeah.
whole time has not been normal.
Yeah.
This whole
During
time. Well,
Corona, everyone was like, "Oh, we can go back to normal." I'm like, "Yo, this hasn't been normal since the day I was born, dude. What the hell are you talking about?" I'm like, "Are you talking
yeah,
about Atlantis? Because I'll go back to that."
yeah, that's back when we were normal. We've been in a dark age, like ever since
Yeah.
Atlantis. So
Mhm.
it's really powerful. It's like present life belief work, past life belief work, because since those Atlantean times, we've had past lives where we've been persecuted, and there's been a lot of that coming up, and that we have to work with. So I think we can learn how to alchemize this year, guided by the white wizard, alchemize the collective shadow work that's going on, like you said, Sunny, into creating something really beautiful. What is it that we really want to create? And are we putting time into that? And what do we need to do to manifest that? So I'm
Going
so
back
excited.
to sorry, go ahead.
No, go
Sorry.
ahead. You go ahead.
Okay. Going back to what I was saying before about like people maybe going crazy. Hi mama. Maybe it has to do with people actually like with the white wizard energy, like stepping really stepping into the fact that they are like wizards, or that they are practitioners, and a lot of the trauma from healing, being burnt or being murdered, however the government or church has been burning and murdering us for the past 1,000 2,000 years. I don't know how long it's been. um
Yeah.
since Jesus, basically. Probably before that too. Anyways, I think maybe people are like overwhelmed with like the esoteric and consciousness expansion that they are like maybe experiencing. And like we are in bodies, it's really important to be grounded in a body. And when you're going too far off into like the ethers and not like having some type of logical making some type of logical sense of it, you can kind of go into like the crazy zone. You know what I mean? Like there's so like
Mhm.
just constantly being in the astral, like literally everything that anyone has ever thought, seen, heard, said, like exists in this realm. So if that's like where you're residing and that's where you're like getting all of your insight from, like you need to have a filter a little bit and ground and really process through stuff. And that's why social media sometimes is super scary, because you don't need to do that on social media. There's just stuff going on all the time. It's like another dimension. It's a non-physical dimension where you can just be like and you're not like you're veering off into crazy land. And another thing I wanted to say too, when you were talking about like the quantum realms, I wanted to say a little joke, white wizard style. Don't be afraid to take that quantum leap of faith.
Love that. And Sunny, I think we need to expand on what you just said, because you're giving us the white wizard wisdom big time. And I'm so happy that we're doing this video right now, because this is really powerful stuff. What you just said feels like a huge key of truth, that the wizard or the magician is not someone, a real wizard or magician has to be grounded to be able to alchemize and to do the spiritual work. It's not about la di da di da, mamby pamby. I don't care about money. I don't care about my body. You can't create. You can't hold space from that, right? Did you want to say something, or you're just showing card?
Well, I'm just confirming what you're saying, because in the tarot card, the magician, oh, he's at his altar, and he has all the elements on his altar, which is
Mm,
water, fire, air, and earth. And like you said, like those are all physical elements, and he's in a body. He's able to be connected to both. This is why we're here in the first place. Okay, we're not going anywhere. You ascending, like you think you're gonna like ascend into 5 dimension, that's called dying. Okay, literally, like you're not going
mm,
anywhere. Our job here is to master our own our own magic. And also, like everybody can like access certain parts of the cosmos or ethers, and like we all have our own channel, I guess. So some things
mm.
that Meg will know, maybe I didn't pick that out of the cosmos, but I'll know some stuff that you don't know. Everybody knows something that you don't know.
Yeah.
And we're here to pull that information. At literally everything has come from nothing or a thought. Like this ankh was not
Mm,
always like here. Somebody channeled it and then made it, or this table that my computer's on. Somebody had an idea, oh, I'm going to make a table, and then they built it. That's basically the magician. And it can be something like that's so simple like that. But it's just, that's how I like to explain um, energy and kind of being claircognizant in a way. It's like, it's actually not that complicated. And I think that we overcomplicate things because we're so visually like distracted and like overstimulated. And a lot of people have a hard time believing things that they can't see. But again, if you're going to go deeper into that, it's like, well, half of your life experience, more than half of your life experience is non-physical. You're having
mm,
dreams. I don't know if that's real. I'd never seen your dream. I don't know what you're dreaming about. You're having
mhm.
feelings. I don't know what you're feeling. You're having thoughts. I can't see that. So is that not real? So that's why, yeah, you got to go to like the basics. Like energy work is not that complicated. I think we need to stop overcomplicating things. That might
Mhm.
be a wizard thing too. I don't know.
That is a total wizard thing, and I love everything that you're sharing. It's very, very important. Um, so yeah, it's like there's all these lies and illusions. I really want to touch on again how this lie that the Mayan calendar ended in December 21st, 2012. This is absolutely not true. Okay. December 21st, 2012 was the end.
2012.
2012. What am I saying? 2012. Oh my God. Now we're time jumping really out there. The December 21st, 2012 was the end of the first cycle of the Mayan Long Count Calendar. So I want to show you guys a really cool video here because this is so freaking trippy and cool what the Mayans were all about. So actually, first of all, I want to show you guys this. So we have the ancient Mayans did 3 main calendars. Okay. They had something called the calendar round. And I'm going to play this video as I'm explaining this because it'll help us to see it. So the ancient Mayans had something called the calendar round, which was an interlocking cycle of 3 cycles. A 365 solar year calendar called the Hob, okay? And then another cycle, which was a cycle of the 20 day names and 13 numbers, which is where we get our galactic signatures. So I'm a blue overtone eagle, you're a white electric wizard. That's our day name with one of the 13 numbers. So we have those interlocking cycles. So that's what this video is showing here. This is called the interlocking of those 3 cycles. And it takes 52 years for those 3 cycles. I know this is like complex, but I'm trying to explain this because it's super cool. It takes 52 years for those 3 cycles I just mentioned to all line up again in the same way. Isn't this freaking really trippy? This is crazy that the Mayans did this. And we can't, and there's even people that can't really figure this out to this day. Like this stuff is.
You sent me, I mean, you posted a meme the other day where it's like when somebody explains something to you like 50 times and you're just still like, that's me right now.
I'm very, like, I need videos, right? Or I need to be learning it with my hands. I don't know why that is, but I'm like, if someone wasn't showing me the visual right now and explaining this to me, I'd be like, what are you
still
talking
like,
about?
what?
Okay,
This is like a gear. What's up with the gears?
Okay, see the really big gear? See the really big gear?
That's our galaxy?
That is that's our galaxy. That's not our galaxy. That is the big gear is the 365 solar day calendar. That's the big gear. Okay. Ocean, please. Then we've got the little gear, the baby gear is showing the 20 day names with the 13 number tones.
Okay, this is weird. So did we start like saying that the sun goes around the earth the earth goes around the sun 365 days in a year? Like did they come up with that?
Okay, no, this is what's so trippy. So let me pause this.
That also doesn't, okay, actually, never mind, I'm done, never mind.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say, why does it matter, like, how long it takes to go around the sun if we keep going around it anyways? But, I mean, I guess, again, we're humans, and it's a measurement of time, so I get it.
How long does it take what to go around the sun?
Never mind, the earth, never mind, just never mind.
Okay, never mind. So, okay, so the ancient astrologers in Hellenistic astrology, so in around ancient Egyptian times, was when the ancient Egyptian astrologers realized, oh, we're on something, that we have this relationship with the sun, and we have, the equinoxes, and we are going around a sun. That was, I believe, the ancient Egyptians were the ones that came up with that, which was around the time. Or Atlanteans. I mean, we're just talking about the more recent histories. But yeah, I believe all these civilizations were talking together. I believe we've been completely lied to. And this was way more advanced than even right now.
Hello? Is Zeus there? Yeah, I have his order for scallops and oysters on ice. Yeah, you can send Aphrodite down. Yeah. Thank you. That's what I wanted to talk about. This is what I was wanting to talk about before too, because you were saying how you think that they were all talking to each other.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to explain what that crystal is? I love crystals.
This is a tabular quartz, and these are pretty rare. So it's called a tabby. I call them tabbies. A lot of people in the crystal world call them tabbies, and it's because they are completely flat tabular crystals. They are quite rare. So when you find them, I would suggest picking one up. And I think that their wisdom has yet to be like fully unlocked and unleashed. But all I know of them or picked up of them so far is that they are like communication devices. They're like ancient communication devices, which is funny that we're calling them tabbies because we also call our like computer things tablets. And also in the past we see ancient tablets that have information like embedded into them and stuff. So this could be a clue. I mean, I think a lot of clues are hidden in quartzes or in crystals in general.
So would you say tabular crystals are good crystals to get to be able to communicate with other people and
communicate with ancient civilizations, with higher dimensional beings, with literally anybody, anything. Direct line to God, Zeus, whoever, Ra, whoever you're in touch with, you know.
Wow.
And with other people. Yeah. How do I want to say this? Like even like with friends or people who are alive or whatever, or like you could even try maybe an experiment with somebody who you live far away from. Maybe you need to get a tabular quartz, Meg, and we can talk. We can talk over our tabbies.
Yeah. I love the shape of them.
Yeah.
They're so cool. They're like rectangular.
They're very like a supportive energy. I feel like all quartzes that they're very like now that I have so many crystals around, I can't even talk. This is where words, I'm not good with words, everybody. And then when I do talk, I talk really fast because my mind is like, blah, 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 blah. And then when I start holding on to the crystals, I think this might be another wizard thing too, especially because, you know, we have a wand, a pen is a wand. We're bringing the information through the pen and writing it on paper. And when I'm starting to hold the crystals, it gets hard for me to start talking. But what were we saying? It's a supportive energy.
Yeah.
It's a very supportive energy. I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that, but I tried.
Those are awesome. Yeah, we were just talking about communication of ancient civilizations. Yeah. How were they talking to each other? I think they were traveling to each other as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's kyanite, blue kyanite. That's really good for communication. It also has like a little bit of a similarity with the tabby, where it just like connects you to anything. It can connect two crystals together. It like removes the blockages. So if you want to have two things meeting, like for example, like in a grid, if you want the energy to be like flowing clearly, kyanite is good to put in between the crystals. Kyanite is good to use like in talk therapy, or if you're trying to have like a hard conversation with somebody. It just removes blockages and like really connects a bridge. But it also connects us to the ETs in the higher realms, which is where all of our ancient ancestors got their information from, because that's where we're from.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Love it. That's so cool. I don't think I have any kyanite right now. I need to get some.
You can have.
Yay.
These kyanites are cool because they are higher quality. They won't stab you. Oh, this background's not working out for me.
Yeah, those look like really nice.
Yeah, you can like sleep with this without stabbing yourself.
That's awesome. Farmer Dick says, Sunny, do you have blue kyanite in your shop?
Yeah, so I do have a few blue kyanites. My shop is needing a little bit of an update, which is something that is on the agenda. So they're not actually on the shop right now. You could also, you know, arrange a purchase with me over Instagram if you want to send me a message. That's another way that I also sell crystals that aren't listed on my website. Or if you don't mind waiting a little bit, hopefully, if I have time this week going into next week, it will take a few days to get some new crystals up on there, which will include blue kyanite.
Yeah. You guys want to follow Sunny? Probably the most accurate thing would be Temple of Aqua on Instagram. Would that be correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
I do story sales on there too. I do live sales. Not everything that I have is actually on my website at the moment. So if you want to keep updated, you can follow me there for sure.
Yeah, Temple of Aqua, Instagram, and Sunny's website is templeofaqua.com, and we've got all our links in
Oh,
the
Irby wants to
description
come
of
in.
this. Irby!
Wizard 2, come in.
You.
You guys want to see my wizard cat?
Of course. Oh my
Irby.
God. Hi, Irby. Hey,
He's a Scorpio
Irby.
too. He does not like that. But
Oh my God,
be
so
free.
cute.
I just threw him onto the bed.
Richard says, save a nice one for me. I'm bad at waiting.
Okay, cool. If you have Instagram, send me a message, or even you can email me, templeofaqua@gmail.com, however you like to communicate.
Can you put one aside for me too, please?
Yes.
Awesome. Livy says, I love fluorite. I also love fluorite. Fluorite's
Yeah,
a
fluorite's a
real.
good, yeah. That's a very
Yeah.
like psychic stone too. You can definitely gain some insights with that. I'm sweating over here.
Really? I'm sweating too. I'm hot.
I think it might be the ring light. I don't know. Because last time we did this, I was sweating too. Ugh.
Really? Okay. I want to show, before I forget, this other video. This is going to trip you out. So I just showed you guys that video showing those 3 interlocking cycles of the 365-day solar year calendar, then the day names with the 13 numbers. Now this is the long count calendar. Okay. So this is what the mainstream media and the you know who's bad guys say, it's the end of the world. No, the long count calendar, the first cycle of it ended December 21st, 2012. We've entered a whole new cycle for the next over 5,000 years. So check this out. That little, remember the big circle that we just saw in that other video? Look at what that is rotating on in the long count.
The long count calendar.
This is from Ancient Aliens. So look at that. These cycles, so that 365-day cycle within a 52-year cycle is going through a over 5,000 year cycle called the long count. Like the Mayans were the most advanced, I think, ancient astrologers, galactic astrologers. That's one of the ancient alien dudes. And it was very connected to the galactic. Like if you guys get more into the 13 Moon Dreamspell, it's not just acknowledging that we're Earth citizens, but it's also acknowledging that we're galactic citizens and we are also star people. That's
descendants of star people.
We are descendants of star people. For sure. So I really feel like this whole thing about it being the end of the world and the Mayans predicted the end of the world, I feel like that was a matrix program to try to put people onto the lower timeline, because that can put people into fear, because subconsciously people know that the Mayans were really, really amazing at astrology. So if I'm being told the long count is ending, then it must be the end of the world. No. It's a lot more complex.
Yeah, wasn't it like the ending of a certain phase?
It was the ending of the 5,128 year long count cycle, which is never ending. So yeah, that
Which means that we're going into the age of Aquarius.
We're going into it lines up with the age of Aquarius. And you know what's really trippy? The ancient Mayans started the long count calendar August 13th, 3114 BC. Isn't that wild? So that long count.
But it's also interesting to look at dates from that long ago too, because our calendar has changed like so much too. So it's like, what was even August 3,000 years ago?
What was even August?
That's why it's important to look at astrological calendars, because they're definitely way more accurate than ours, because ours is made up by some guy with a huge ego who unfortunately is Italian.
Exactly. The Gregorian calendar was started by the Vatican. So and the Gregorian calendar was started to start us to be up to date with paying taxes. So it's a completely slave system calendar. That's not good for us to be on. And I think that's going to be a big part of the age of Aquarius too, is us coming off of that calendar. So let us know, you guys, if we're explaining the dream spell calendar well enough, this white wizard year we're stepping into. I think we're doing a good job. What do you think, Sunny?
Well, I wanted to say, can we tell people why it's called 13 moon? And that's also in alignment with like Native American, North Americans' beliefs too. Well, not beliefs, but like the truth of the moon cycle.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain
So
that?
there's all these cycles within cycles. So within the dream spell, there's 13 months or 13 moons that the 20 days fall under. So it's following the moon cycle as well as the solar cycle. But yeah, it is. Do you want to elaborate on that, Sunny?
Well, I don't know how to explain this, but I know that Native Americans too follow like a 13 moon calendar because
Nate,
it's.
oh, okay.
I don't know if it's because there's 13 months or it has something to do with like the moon cycle. It's full and it's new 13 times in 1 year.
Right.
Yeah. Even though there's
Yeah,
12 months, sometimes we have a month that has two, if you've noticed, two new moons or two full moons. And why does that happen? It's because our calendar is all messed up. But if you actually follow the planets or the celestial bodies, the heavenly bodies, like that's what's the real time or time is based off of.
we've got all kinds of different things. Like we can base our time off of the moon, the cycle of the moon. We can base the time off of the sun and the equinoxes and the seasons. So sometimes people say to me, shouldn't we just be doing the 13 moon or shouldn't we just be doing this? And, whatever's natural, whatever resonates with you, I think either way or whatever way that's actually based off something natural is better than the Gregorian calendar we're on. So I'm down for whatever that's actually natural for us,
Exactly.
for sure. And it messes with our consciousness collectively when we're not on a natural calendar.
Mm-hmm.
For
And for
sure.
women to follow their calendar too and to write down every day like what they're feeling every day, and then you can actually start tracking. Or if you're a more modern girl like me, you can get an app and start tracking it on an app. But you can also actually use the calendar to track your cycle too, which is really interesting. And we should be learning more about when we're fertile, when we're not fertile, why we're feeling a certain way, and etc.
Yeah, for sure. Right on. I think that's very important. Let's share, Sunny, the galactic affirmation for this white overtone wizard year. Okay. So every galactic signature has an affirmation, and this is the affirmation for the white overtone wizard. I empower in order to enchant, commanding receptivity. I seal the output of timelessness.
Wow.
I
Herb
seal
is like freaked out from that.
the timelessness ocean with the overtone tone of radiance. I am guided by the power of spirit. Isn't that super cool?
Yeah, Herb is like, what the heck? Who is that?
He heard
He's like,
ocean.
two little wizards.
Yeah. So we empower in order to enchant, commanding receptivity. We seal the output of timelessness, getting out of the matrix with the overtone tone of radiance, shining our light, shining our gifts, being fearless, being in our magic and our manifestations. We are guided by the power of spirit. We are always guided by the power of spirit, for sure. Hey, Anne, how's it?
Alchemist.
Channel your inner alchemist. And again, you guys, if you want to find out your galactic signature, go to 13moon.com/decoder. You can find out more.
Oh, and you know what we forgot too when it came to all of our signs and stuff? We also have a tarot card birthday.
Oh, yeah.
And I think you're a chariot,
I'm a
which is
chariot.
associated with Cancer. And I
Mm-hmm.
am the Lovers, which is associated with Gemini.
The lovers. I
The
love that.
Lovers.
Should we talk before we finish up, Sunny, on what are some crystals you would recommend to connect to ancient civilizations, our ancient civilization past lives, those aspects of ourselves, and our ancient wisdom in general? What would you recommend?
Well, I think anything that comes from the earth, like, is a way to connect to ancient ancestors, especially things like fossils and crystals too, because they've been growing and they've seen like the cycles of the earth. A really good one that I don't have right now is actually ammonite. If you guys know, it was a prehistoric sea nautilus shell. I think that's what they're called, the nautilus. And they were a creature, and they've survived in the ground so long, over centuries and millennia, that they are now not only fossils, but they are crystallized. And those are really great. Oh, and they can be pyritized too, which I think is so awesome. Those are really great to connect to ancient civilizations, and also like your own karma and your own ancestry and stuff like that, because it is like the cycle.
Mm-hmm.
So those are really good. Any fossils, even seashells, I think are really great. This is like a fossilized oyster, are really
Mm-hmm.
great to connect with our ancestors, especially because like our seas and our oceans have a lot of wisdom to share, and they were really important ways of traveling and food and whatever for our ancient ancestors, and still are. Um, Lemurian quartz, of course, is a classic, connecting to Lemurians
Mary.
or Atlanteans or Mayans.
Yeah, love it.
Lemurian quartz. I have a lot. That tabular quartz, this is called a fenster quartz. So a lot of quartzes, I think, and there's different types of quartz. So this is called a fenster quartz or a skeletal quartz. It just has like a bunch of different windows, or window quartz. It has like a bunch of names. These are really great for that, like peering into like windows, like different dimensions, connecting. They're really like a high energy. I connected to actually like some ETs with this. It was nuts, and blasted out like some old like shadows that I was dealing with. It like not that everybody wants to go through this, but it sparked like a dark night of the soul, but it needed to happen. So that was cool.
Mm.
And I think we talked about this again. We talked about kyanite again. But last week we talked about calcite a bit. I think calcite too, because it really taps into like the memory and the
Yeah.
brain space, the consciousness. A lot of quartz for sure, and then possibly even tektites and stuff to learn about like where we came from. So tektites are
Yeah.
minerals that they are half or a little bit of a percentage silica, which is what most crystals are made out of and what we're made out of, carbon and silica. But the interesting thing about tektites is they also have some unknown minerals that we don't know what they are, because they're not of this earth. So if you go into a lab and you test it, you'll see silica in it, which is why it becomes like a glass, because when you heat when glass or silica, when it's wet, it becomes glass when it's dry. But anyways, they are from space, and we don't really know like where they even came from. And there's like so many what's the word? Lore. There's so much lore. What's the word?
Or
Myths? I don't know.
myths.
Yeah, folklore. There's a lot of folklore, myths, whatever, or I don't know what the word is. There's a specific word and I can't find it. Theories. There's a lot of theories that people have based on where these came from. I even had a theory about Libyan desert glass, specifically of literally like a galactic like space war, and Libyan desert glass could have been the result of like an actual like shot of something, and then it hit the earth from a UFO, which is kind of weird, but and that's why I think it's like so powering, because it's like a laser. It's like it opens up like your solar plexus and like your self-worth and stuff like that. So I'm like, it could be literally like a shot from somebody's spaceship. I don't know.
That's so
Could
you
be
have
lunar
your
volcano.
Yeah. Do you have your crystal cards nearby?
They're in the other room. I could get them if you want.
Do you have any cards nearby? Should we pull some cards before we...
I just have my tarot cards here.
Should we maybe pull some tarot on how to deal with this new Galactic New Year with the white overtone wizard? How we
Did you want me
can...
to use crystals or tarot?
You can pick.
Well, are you gonna pick any cards?
I'm gonna pick some cards, yeah, from the
Okay,
starseed oracle.
You start picking cards, and I'll go get a crystal deck. Okay.
Okay.
So I
I'm
feel
gonna
like that's
pick a
more
card.
wizardy.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna pick a card from this really cool deck called the Starseed Oracle. Sorry, it's not showing that well. By Daniel Noel. How can we best work with the energy of this new Galactic New Year? We're stepping in starting today for the whole next 364 days into the white overtone wizard year. Wow. Oh my gosh. Lost lands. Shoot. Oh, here we go.
These backgrounds.
How do we do it? Do you need to put it in front of your face? It says lost lands.
Wow.
Lost lands. Soul memories and gifts. You've done
Wow.
this before. Oh my God. I'm having chills all over. Ah!
Yeah, and honestly, because I feel like, yeah, this year and the next years are like really pivotal for people like us stepping into leadership roles and not letting whatever society think that what we do is not valuable, because we are the ones that are going to have to help these people when they realize, like, you've been lied to your whole life. You're actually like a transcendent, like magical being that can create like your own reality, like through like how wide your consciousness is expanded, and everything that they told you was a lie. And we're actually like descendants of like extraterrestrials that had high technological consciousness societies here on Earth, and we've been hijacked. So yeah. By the way, hello. I think, yeah, that's what's happening for sure. And that's why a lot of people are having like this crazy kind of awakening a little bit. Even within our own community.
Yeah, we've gone through these earth shifts before, you guys. We've gone through this before. A lot of us were there in Atlantis. A lot of us were there in Lemuria, even things farther back than that. Those were not the only times where things were advanced.
Well, again, with the wizard, sorry, this year could be a year where a lot of people get or channel insights about these civilizations or about our planet or about our origins that maybe we didn't know before.
I totally agree.
Work with the quartz, you guys.
With the quartz, yeah.
And Saturn in Pisces is perfect for that too, because even though that's crazy, Saturn brings like the grounding and the like structure to what Pisces is, which is like very in the ethers, very dreamy, very psychic, and like intuitive.
Yeah, for sure. I want to just read a little bit about what it says in the guidebook for this card, because I feel like this is really important for us to hear. Okay. Lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. The world is far more ancient than our documented history suggests. As souls, many of us have experienced ancient eras on this planet. This is crazy because this is exactly all we were talking about right now. That were much more advanced than ours today. As we begin to remember these times, the rememberings and gifts can come flooding back. At this stage in Earth's timeline, we need the wisdom of the ancients to survive as a species. You're being called to connect with the lost wisdom of your own soul. If you feel guided to make a change in your life, to step into a new career path, birth a creation, or bring an idea to life, but feel unprepared, this card is calling you to consider that you've done this before. Perhaps your soul has wisdom beyond what your lifespan can imagine. Perhaps the intuitive hits and ideas you're receiving are divinely guided. Perhaps you've been preparing for this for a long time. Some think that lost lands exist in the past. Others believe they exist today in a different dimension. I believe these ancient lands also exist in the souls of those who experience them. If this card comes to you, perhaps the wisdom of lost lands such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and Avalon exist within you, and through surrendering to the intelligence of your soul, you can unlock the seeds of these ancient lands so we can all learn from our mistakes and usher in a new age. And the activation affirmation for the card is, I unlock any forgotten wisdom and soul gifts from lifetimes past.
That's so synchronous.
Freaking crazy.
What did you say? That White Wizard year is going to be a really synchronistic year.
Yeah, really synchronistic.
And what you just said too made me think of if you guys are, or if anybody's like overwhelmed with working with quartz to connect to higher realms or different beings and stuff, a good gateway is any blue crystal that you resonate with, because blue holds the frequency of truth and self-truth and personal freedom. Especially my favorite is aquamarine. So if you are feeling overwhelmed by like what it even means to be like an ancient being or something, or what ancient civilizations even existed, it's really good to maybe start off by figuring out who you might be first, and figuring out what your truth is, and maybe working with stones that unlock certain things about yourself that can help open up the rest of the world to you, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like letting go of like certain conditioning. Blue stones really help with reprogramming like our mind and letting go of conditioning that we picked up and really getting to the core of who we actually are, what our truth is.
For sure. Love the blue Christie's. I'm trying to find this card and it's like disappeared or something. Where the hell did it go?
The one that you just picked?
The one that I just picked. Where the heck did it go?
It's a card of the lost lands.
The lost lands. What?
It's lost.
Okay.
It's lost in the land of Meg.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Sunny, do you want to pull some cards for us as well?
Yeah, so I got these are really cool cards. This lady, I don't really know much about her, but this is totally up my alley. Ooh, we can't see. Should we turn off like the backgrounds? No. Okay, we got it. Master Teacher Crystal Oracle, the Master Devas. And a lot of these cards are mostly quartz, so I'm totally into that. What is the question that we're asking, by the way?
What is our guidance for this upcoming, for stepping into this white overtone wizard year? How can we work with this energy for our highest good?
Okay. Let's consult the quartzes, the crystal devas.
Stop.
Oops. I just realized I'm humming. What the hell? Ooh, okay. This is something that I've been really feeling, and I think I actually might have mentioned this. If I didn't, it was in my head. Okay, we got 3. Oh, okay. I'm excited. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. We got the mirror. Didn't I mention something about a mirror? I don't know. I thought I did. Reflection, looking back at yourself. Oh, it's about, again, going back to what we were saying about utilizing the white wizard energy is like really taking an objective look at yourself, and which will help you objectively view the world around you, which actually helps you expand your consciousness, because you're letting go of like certain rules and ideas you have about how things should work or how things should be. When you're objectively looking at things, you're just observing how things are just naturally, how things just naturally flow, how energy is processed, how information is processed. And this might be a good practice for you too, is actually doing mirror work, looking at yourself in the mirror.
Wow.
Really looking at yourself.
Sorry to interrupt you. You said that in your pick a card reading.
Yes, I did. That's so interesting. And then I got the mirror card, which was even weirder.
Oh my God.
So yeah, really seeing yourself, and then also things too that trigger you. Like for me as well, obviously, like for me to be like kind of like ooh about these people that I that I'm saying are going crazy. Like there must be something about me that I need to look at objectively that is being reflected in these people, that maybe I'm a little bit cuckoo crazy or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Or maybe I feel like I learned the lesson and it's showing me how to actually utilize, like these people have strengths. These people have deep spiritual knowledge and insight, but it's showing me the best way to actually utilize that knowledge. It's showing me a mirror, as in I don't want to come off, I don't want to share my information and come off as a crazy person, no matter if, like, it doesn't matter what people think about you, but you, in this time now, we need this information to be well received, and we need to reach people that if they don't understand what we're talking about or not, they don't feel put off, or they don't feel triggered, or they don't feel angry towards the information that you're sharing because it's too out there or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. And then we got the Master Deva, which is spiritual support, which is really funny because this kind of crystal has been coming up lately. My friend actually got a bunch of these, and she didn't know that there's certain types of quartz inclusions that are called, oh my God, why can't I remember this now? I'm like losing my brain. Oh no. I told her what they were called too. I don't know. Why can't I remember what they're called? Oh, Davic Temple. Davic Temple. They're called a Davic Temple because they actually have, like, if you look at it, it actually looks like there's like a little fairy or like an angel in there.
Wow.
So
Oh yeah, it is.
yeah. So certain quartz have like this type of inclusion, and they'll have like a lot of rainbows, and they'll have like angel wings or fairy looking wings in them, and they're called Davic temples because you can actually see like the deva that's living inside of there. And anyway, so spiritual support, like this is a time of really spiritual awakening. So if you thought that you had a spiritual awakening with this white wizard year, probably we're going to have an even bigger, we're going to step into our roles as new earth guides or new earth bringers or birthers even further. And then with the blue eagle next year, that's going to be really interesting with all the insight that we picked up on with the white wizard. But anyways, and then so also this is like divine timing. Like we are supported fully by the higher realms, by the higher energies, by God, by spirit, whatever you want to call it, the universe. It's like divine timing, like this whole Mayan calendar is showing us.
Yeah.
And then this is so weird. I didn't even read this. I just saw the golden door, but I just read the bottom part now. It says expanding wisdom. Which what I just said was we're going to be learning even more. And what your Lost Lands thing said too is we're going to be remembering stuff, which we're going to be like, wait, what? And again, going back to crystals that are good for that, calcite is a really good stone to like remember things that are like deep seated like within us. But and yeah, golden door. This also tells me too. This is called a key. Sorry, this is called a key. If you see that in a quartz crystal, those are keys. And exactly what a key does, it unlocks a door. And we are unlocking certain wisdom and puzzle pieces in our Earth's history and in your own history.
Wow.
Again, too, with the blue stones, like I was talking about, and the white wizard energy I was talking about, start with yourself and your own psyche to actually see the world around you clearer. And that might sound kind of weird or counteractive because sometimes when we're like really in our heads, like we can get lost in the thoughts, but it's not even just about the thoughts. It's like noticing a thought and then like, again, I don't know how to explain this because it's just something that I do naturally, is like having an objective view, taking yourself like outside of yourself. And again, if you don't know how to do that, maybe the mirror is the place to start because you can actually see yourself.
You can see yourself. That's so powerful.
Yeah.
For sure. Love those cards. That's awesome. Thank you, Sunny. And let's also mention on your YouTube channel, Sunny.
I just saw my face. I'm like, what is happening?
On your Sunny from Pluto YouTube channel, you just put out an amazing pick a card, important messages from your spirit guides.
I should do one for Venus retrograde. I thought about that today.
You should do one for Venus retrograde. Sure. That would be awesome. So check that out, you guys. And also, Sunny did an awesome how will Jupiter and Taurus bless your life? That was extremely accurate.
Yeah.
For sure. So you can check out Sunny at her YouTube channel, her Instagram, Temple of Aqua, and all of our links are below in the description of this video. So you can check out all our links, all of our stuff. And is there anything else that we feel like talking about, Sunny?
I wanted to mention before, I was saying about like how ascending, people think that we're ascending and that we're gonna like leave our body. I'm not dismissing the idea of ascension because obviously we've both experienced that, but that's just by like that's just consciousness expansion within our physical vessels and our physical vessels reacting to the higher energy. Also, cell and DNA like regeneration and awakening. So I definitely know, like consciously, obviously, we are ascending into higher dimensions. We are ascending in, I don't know if we are ascending into higher dimensions or if we can actually start to understand and perceive the higher dimensions and to actually be able to utilize that because there's more people that are aware and awake to it, like the telepathic. It's very telepathic. I agree with all of that, but I was just saying, like, if you leave your body, that is called either astral projecting or dying. That's all. I just wanted to clear that up because I thought maybe some people maybe didn't understand what I was saying or thought I was like poo-pooing Ascension or something.
Yeah, I agree with you. Hi, Rachel. Hi, ladies. You're ending, just finishing watching Last Live with Megan Jans. Oh, that's so cool.
You can watch the instant replay.
Yeah. We're just finishing up now, but we'll be back soon. When are we going to do our next? Well, I'm coming back to Canada this weekend. Yay. So the next video Sunny and I do will be together. We're going to be getting up to no good together.
I wanted to say, Meg, too, right before we went on, I watched your Astro, Beyond Astro, is that what it's called? And what you were saying about, so some things already came true, you know, you were saying something shocking with celebrity.
Okay.
What happened? You know, that Sinead O'Connor just died today.
Stop.
Yeah, she died and she's only 56.
What?
I don't know what the
Oh my God, what?
She died. I forgot to tell you that. And then also when you're talking about like with the Aquarius full moon coming up, which I'm actually really excited for. Oh, that's another thing. I'm wearing an okay, wait, hold on.
For the full moon.
Oh, that's so true. Okay, so I'm actually seeing, you said especially with the Venus retrograde, I'm seeing my family and there's certain people in my family that I don't like. And we'll see what happens with that.
When are you seeing your family?
On Saturday.
Dude, that's so weird. I'm seeing my whole family on Saturday as soon as I arrive in Canada.
Wow. Yeah, but you mentioned cousins too, and for me particularly, it's a cousin who I used to be really close to and who I cannot literally, I don't care if I never see them again. So this is going to be really interesting to see if they initiate something because I'm not going to. But yeah, that I thought that was really interesting what you said.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Tim said she died and Mitch McConnell had a stroke.
I'm not sure who Mitch McConnell is, but yeah, Tony Bennett died.
Isn't he?
Look at my mom.
Sorry, our American friends out there. I'm sorry.
My mom's telling me what my schedule is.
Your mom? Saturday. That's funny. Isn't it he like a Republican guy or something? Mitch McConnell, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, there's going to be some shocks for sure.
Tony Bennett died. That's sad, but he was older, so it's like a little bit more something that you can understand. But with Sinead O'Connor, she was only 56, and also her life is kind of already sad too, and how the media treated her and all that. So,
yeah. Richard says Mitch, leader of Senate GOP. That's right.
Okay.
Correct. So, yeah. Interesting. Sugar says, what? Do you think she died because she was always outing the establishment? I don't know.
I remember like recently, I don't know if it was like a year ago or 2 years ago, she was trying to like have a like her own type of a comeback, wasn't she? Not like fully in the mainstream, but she was trying to be like more active again, like in her career. So I didn't really follow up with that. So I don't really know.
Muslim or Islam. Like, look at this dude.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
She like really got into
I
some
don't
kind
get
of
it.
religion. I don't know. Yeah, she's had a lot of tragedy in her life. I don't know a whole lot about her, but
Mhm.
uh,
Also, I think too, like the shaved head is cool, but I think if you pay attention to the fact that she's continuously had a shaved head, to me that kind of like shows me that she doesn't want to assume an identity, which is weird. That she's probably why she fell into a religion really strongly because that became like her identity. So
mm,
she's somebody who has so much trauma that she can't actually even like have an identity. Do you know what I mean?
right.
I don't know. That's just like a little psychic thing that I'm picking up on. Not that it's not cool to have like shaved head or anything, but just for so long to just keep continuing to not have like your hair, which is a big part of like the way you
That
look.
is
You know what
a
I mean?
very big part. Yeah. She said my hell I don't know if she said this or not, but my hellish night with devil prince. That's weird. I don't know nothing about that. I'm just looking at random stuff, you guys.
I was talking
Interesting.
about Prince yesterday, actually.
That is what?
I said we were me and Mike were talking about Prince yesterday, actually. She
That
was
is
bipolar, converted Muslim. Her son committed suicide. Oh, wow. My mom knows. My mom it knows the celebrity gossip. Mom, my mom's been saying that she wants a side gig. Mom, that should be your side gig. Mom, well, I don't even know. Call it something funny. Mom's got the scoop on Hollyweird. That would be
Prince.
hilarious. My mom knows like everything about the celebrities, dude, and she it's just like something that she just absorbs.
She was bipolar. I didn't know that. I knew she converted to Muslim or Islam or something like that. I
You
don't
should make
know.
a TikTok, mom, because I know you like TikTok. You should make a TikTok. Mom's got the scoop on Hollyweird. It's
On Hollywood.
hilarious.
Rachel says nothing compares to you is by Prince. Oh, I
Oh yeah,
think I
that's right.
maybe
Prince
forgot.
wrote that song.
Yeah. Your mom, LOL, stop.
Well, you should.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
funny.
guys, we're gonna finish up.
Okay.
We love you all very, very much. And next time we do a live, we'll be together in person. Yay.
Bye. Nice talking to you. I had a really great conversation, a really great night with all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I hope to see you all very soon. Thank you, Meg, for having me once again. Um, yeah, lots of gratitude, lots of love, and hugs and kisses.
Yeah, we love
White
you all.
Wizard Tribe, holla. Holla at me if you're a white wizard like me.
White Wizard, happy
Call me on
Galactic.
my tabby if you want to have a white wizard chat.
Oh, me on my tabby. Oh my God, you're gonna have someone pop up because you're super psychic and you're gonna feel it. So, ciao, everybody. We love you and have a magical day and happy Galactic New Year. Thank you, Sunny.
Arrivederci.
Ciao. Bye. We love you. Bye.